Welcome or welcome back, it's your local fandom drama enthusiast, because this is all I talk about. And first of all, I want to address how I look like shit. I know, not like it's much different from any other video. I always look like shit, but I just got off a 7-hour car ride. I spent the past week with my family for some family members' birthdays, so I haven't been too much in the loop, which is also the reason why I haven't posted on my reaction channel. If someone followed me on there, I do reactions. Second of all, I want to address how I make my videos for people that don't know me and like stumbled on my channel. I just ramble most of the times. This time specifically, I don't even have like a proper list of things to talk about. This is gonna be a very short video simply because there's not much information, and I want to get this out as soon as possible, and I think it's gonna like be out tomorrow. There's not much to talk about. I'm just gonna read what happened and also make some assumptions, especially in the beginning, to try and understand, because again, I'm not in the loop and not everything is on the internet. Who are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about Gooseworx and her recent like crash out. I don't even consider that a crash out. I think she had a completely normal reaction to a fan base that is made of literal children, not literal but like mentally children, because people cannot treat like content creators, but creators in general, like people. Everything I think started when Gooseworx answered like a question, like a bunch of questions lying about Jax. I think someone said that Jax was confirmed straight or something. Or I don't remember the whole thing. And Gooseworx was like, oh no, he's bisexual or he's lesbian. He's like, and started making up shit, which is something that Gooseworx does. After that, apparently, Gooseworx deactivated her account on Reddit. People assumed that it was for fans backlash or like something along those lines. That was later disproved, but we're gonna go in order from what happened. The first thing I saw, I don't remember if it was Gooseworx tweet that was later deleted or the Toonhive post that I saved. I think I saw Gooseworx tweet first that she canceled, like she deleted it now, but it said, I have considered never touching this franchise again with a 10-foot pole, referring to the amazing digital circus. Toonhive made this post. It was like that goes as follows. The amazing digital circus creator Gooseworx has deactivated her Reddit account after facing backlash from fans upset about Pomni and Jax getting the spotlight. Okay, I didn't remember that. Like, I knew this, but I didn't remember this particular fact. I don't know when this happened. Putting like the literal main characters at the front of the show became a problem. Anyway, she also says she's unsure whether she'll return to the franchise in the future. We have a bit more context. I'm sorry, I should have remembered. I don't know why I forgot. But yeah, people were upset that Jax and Pomni were taking the spotlight and they're the protagonists. Like, imagine if I was mad that fucking, sorry, wrong hand, the fucking Luz Noceda got too much spotlight, too much development in the fucking House show. What the fuck does that even mean? Anyway, people were mad at that. Under this Toonhive post, I didn't see people really mad or like complaining. I've seen people being like, oh, this fan base is so fucking dumb, people are so annoying, which, true. Reddit particularly is so fucking annoying when it comes to like fandom spaces. I mean, the Haspin Hotel subreddit, I think. Probably both. I think there's like a Helloverse subreddit, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But people on there are so fucking annoying because it's literally children, and I've considered more than one time to just delete Reddit as a whole. I don't, because there are cool subreddits like the trans subreddits or like the aromantic subreddit for the most part. But yeah, that's something. Reddit fucking sucks. Who would have guessed? And again, this tweet about Gooseworx saying that she has considered not touching the franchise with a 10-foot pole, which I understand. People are fucking insane. You know, the Amazing Digital Circus fandom is something I don't want to touch either, and I'm not even into the fandom that much. After a while, Gooseworx posted like a series of tweets, I guess, addressing the previous tweet, the one that said that she didn't want to touch the franchise with a 10-foot pole. She said, "Sorry for the breakdown earlier. Honestly, I haven't been behaving very professionally on social media, so I think I need to step back from it and reevaluate my priorities. To clarify, this isn't really about criticism. You should be able to criticize the show without feeling guilty. I had a lot of build up in my mind, combined with the intense burnout and pressure to make the finale perfect. In the end, I'm the one who snapped, so I should reflect." I personally think she was completely justified, because when you have a fan base that literally never agrees with your choices, I think that if you're very active on social, it's bound to happen. You're bound to like have a bit of a crash out. Okay, if I was a creator, I would try to stay off social media as much as possible. Like I'd be Toby Fox, honestly, because I wouldn't be able to deal with fandom spaces if I had a show, because I understand the pressure of making everything perfect, and as a writer myself, nothing you make is ever gonna be perfect. People are always gonna find like those little things that you could have done better. You are gonna find something that you could have done better. Like in retrospect, you could have written something better. You could have drawn something better, differently. You know, nothing is ever gonna be perfect, and that's like, you know, part of the beauty of fandoms, because I'm making a thing and then the fan base can like adjust it in a way, like create their own little headcanons or like their own redesigns, while still being, you know, respectful to the original creator, acknowledging that the original creator is a person as well, and as a person they make mistakes. I also understand why Gooseworx, oh my god, would want to apologize. I guess, yeah, she could be considered unprofessional, but you know, I still think it's a human reaction to a human emotion. It's not something I feel like she should have had to apologize. And most people under the tweet, like most people I've seen, agree with the fact that she doesn't have to apologize, because the fan base fucking sucks, and it would make sense for her to be fed up with the fan base as well. Because yeah, you can criticize something, but again, you have to remember that on the other side of the screen there's a real person that created that thing. You can be like, you should be able to say, oh, I think, I don't know, Jax as a character should have been developed better. But you can't just shit on the creator, for example. Or like, some people are very parasocial in their hatred for creators of shows. Like I've mentioned in my video about Dana Terrace, I've also mentioned Vivienne Bedrano and all that shit. And in that video, I think I also was like, oh, Gooseworx is the only like female creator that didn't get put into this blender that is the internet, and she did. I literally do not know of any female creator of recent shows that did not get put through the blender now. Speaking of like big shows, the four main creators that I mentioned in that old video about Dana Terrace, Gooseworx is part of them now, so congrats! After that tweet, Gooseworx made another tweet and said, to reiterate, I was not harassed off Reddit. So that part was not, just not true. I had a breakdown from other stuff that had been building up over the past few months. The ending of the show isn't changing. It's still going to play out exactly how it was planned to from the beginning. I'm fine, seriously. The part about being harassed off of Reddit, I think it was just an assumption, because maybe like, again, I haven't seen this thing unfold, like the harassment unfold, luckily, because I really hate when people harass creators for something that isn't even out yet, like the ending isn't even out yet, for example, or the treatment of characters when like, that's her show, those are her characters, she's allowed to decide which ones are more important, which ones are the protagonists, you know. That whole mess unfolded, and then like she deactivated her account and people assumed those things were correlated, which maybe in a small part they were. I'm not saying, oh, Gooseworx is lying, but maybe it's just, the harassment together with whatever else is happening in her life, it just build up, which, as she said, she had already a lot of build up and stress and all. So, it's understandable. Finally, we get to the statement from Glitch that like solidified my idea, my intention to make a full video about this thing. Anyway, Glitch released this statement. Hey all, we've seen some of the recent posts online surrounding Digital Circus and its community, and wanted to take a moment to address it. Right now, that's a lot of noise online, and we know it can be exhausting and really make something you enjoy feel darker than it really is. However, when we think of our fans, we think of the artists pouring their hearts, yes, I'm sorry, I have dyslexia, hearts into every piece of fan art, the cosplayers bringing these characters to life in ways that genuinely move us, the people who show up to every discussion with thoughtfulness and heart, and the ones who have build something genuinely special here. You are what this community is really about. The majority of this fandom is made of people just like you. We've had the privilege of meeting many of you at convention and across social media. What we've found is a fandom full of kind, creative, and passionate people who genuinely care about the stories we tell. This is what truly defines this fandom. We've also seen the enormous amount of love and support from many of you for Goose since this has unfolded, and it's meant the world to her and us. She feels really supported. What you've all built up, oh my god, built around this show, the friendship, art, and conversations is all real, and what really matters. Take a moment and be kind to yourself and each other. This community means something special to us, and we love you all, the Glitch team. So this was like a nice way to address the whole thing, like what has been going on, and also like remind everyone that, yeah, there are haters or people that are very parasocial, but that's not the majority of the community. I am not sure about that, okay? But let's pretend that's completely true for every community, which again is not. But it's kind of nice to remind yourself, like to ground yourself in a way, because all these controversies, they make you feel really small in a way, like there's nothing you can do and everything is overwhelming, especially for someone that is really chronically online. Like I said before that I'm chronically online, but I don't mean that literally. Fandom discussions don't affect my life. I have a lot of other things to live for, to worry about, but I understand, like as someone that has been very chronically online as a teen, I understand that fandom discussions can be exhausting and they can make you feel like you can do anything, sort of, especially when maybe you like a certain creator and that creator is getting a lot of hate, of a lot of backlash for something. You feel like you're a bad person if that creator is a bad person, or you feel like you're being personally attacked if that creator is being personally attacked, which is not true. You're not being attacked if a creator is being attacked. But that's not how it works in your head, right? It's nice to have the literal Glitch team be like, you have to ground yourself, you have to remember that the community is, made up of nice people, creative people, people that care about the show. And just because right now it doesn't look like it doesn't mean that, the fandom or the fan base is bad, is rotten at the core. There's not much to say, because again, it's a very recent situation and it's not really fandom drama or anything. It's not to the extent that I feel like was the Deneterras thing. Also, when I talked about Deneterras, I also mentioned other problems in fandom spaces as a general. So if you want to know more about that and my opinions on fandom spaces, go check that video out. It's a bit older, but my points still stand. Not much has happened and the situation seems like it's pretty much resolved. I hope that whatever is going on with Gooseworx and her life will solve itself somehow, and I hope the stress from the show and the finale settles down at some point. I also hope that the fan base learns to treat humans as humans and not care more about fictional characters than the humans involved in shows, cartoons, or whatever else. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe, leave a like. I'm almost like a 90 subscribers or something. Please make me reach 90 subscribers by the end of this year. We'll see each other in the next video. Bye!